And finally, we get to Reid. Reid is the final coach that we'll talk about today. So we've got 2 sets of run pressures that are going to go to your opponent. You've got minor East Coast, which is going to increase your man coverage, tackle, power moves. He has the halfback and TE receptions tax, which is going to penalize for receptions, but it's only 5 points. You don't get much off of that, but you do have a 75-point run challenge. And then, yeah, let me think, SA7. I'll think about that while I'm talking and see. And I'll give my thoughts on what for Vert. Major East Coast then with man coverage, tackle, and power moves. And then on the offensive side, again, because now we can fire this, you get reduced blitz, so you're going to get pressure taken off of you. You're going to force inside coverage. You're going to leave the outsides potentially open, but you're going to block up the middle of that field. And I find that it doesn't make that big of a difference in terms of getting those go routes on the outside. They don't become undercovered. And then we also have passes over 20 yards plus 200%. So if you can fire off your passes more than 20 yards, you're going to get a 200% bonus, while also sending your opponent 115-point run pressure, which is going to be tough for them to beat. He also has a decent playbook. We have inside zone split, which is a great run play. Halfback gut, which is a good run play. Sluggo seam is good. You got a sluggo route similar to wide receiver sluggo. And then you have the option route that's there depending on whether it's man or zone coverage. SE's curl in is not amazing for OD unless you did have just a really short pass challenge you needed to hit. But it can be good for LVL and arena when you need to convert. And then obviously Seattle is a great play. You've got the in route, the go route, the wheel route, or the go route from the slot or the tight end, the wheel route from the slot and the tight end, and then you have the go route from the wide receiver, which is really nice. So let's jump in, do an OD match with Reid, and see who we pick up here. Yeah, there won't be any more promos or anything on MM20. Yeah, his plays are good. The rules, though, I think can be good, but it's also ones where, that 200% pass play is just like Lynn's wide receiver bonus right from this year, is that if you were getting the passes going in your favor, then you came out ahead. But if you couldn't get any of your receivers to catch the ball and your guys going off, the opponent's going off, just throwing into the end zone every time, then you're going to have the problem that they're going to get the points too. No, coaches do not decide the scheme. You actually just pick the scheme yourself, right? So we went through that a couple streams ago, but you choose your scheme based on just a selection of the scheme. There are no captains anymore, so that's nice. I think most people like that. Yeah, I agree, Fred. It's a better boost. It certainly gives people more options. It's not as limiting. So like me, where I started running 2 tight end sets, I kind of backed off of that, probably mid-year for a while because, of the fact that having so many people were running Lynn, that me running a 2 tight end set put me at a disadvantage for being able to get points because I had one less wide receiver to get that bonus. And so the 2 tight ends will make it's much more viable and useful if you have Reid, because then it doesn't matter wide receiver versus just getting the over 20. We're not getting a hit right now. Let's jump in. We'll go over to LVL, so you can kind of see how that looks. And then we'll try to get back over and get one more match on OD. Anybody streaming right now we need to raid? So let's look at Sluggo seam. Again, the first read is going to be that seam route, or the Sluggo route. And then second is going to be the seam. There, that Sluggo route is open. So there's an overthrow by Jackson, but that should have been a catch. Go with Seattle. We're going for the in route first. Oh, just got the drop. SE curl in. See if we can get some chunk yardage here. I'm gonna try to see if I can catch that inside post route. Just getting drops. All right, let's old school spread this and Z shallow cross this thing over the top. There again, really nice lob that really I don't think that would have been possible. Thanks for the cheer, Epic. Appreciate it, man. Let's check out the run play with inside zone split. And here we just watch the blocker, right? And see what happens, see how that unfolds. Again, really nice hole that creates. And then halfback gut, same way. This one, I believe, is one of the ones that I've seen that also has you know, nice development of the blocking. And so you can get you see that push that was there against the defensive line, which is really solid. Let's get that in there. There we can see some of the plays from Reid. Again, Reid is on my top 5, right? Certainly very good, certainly a good option. You know, when you look at the scheme, you know, that's what you really want to look at is you want to look at what do you need in your scheme in order to bolster your development. So if we look at vertical, for example, or if we look at spread, you know, what we have a shortage of is short pass plays, right? We don't have a lot of short pass plays, so I need a coach that really gives me good tactics for OD, has a good playbook, and gives me some short pass plays. And that's one reason why I'm leaning towards Peterson for me, because it gives me 2 extra short pass plays, which none of the other coaches really give, right? You do have, you know, most of them I think have just the 1 short pass play. You have 2 short pass plays, I believe, with Lynn, but only one of them is good, right? In and outs is not an amazing short pass play. So Peterson for me helps bolster the spread playbook pretty well. See if we can spin up an OD match while we're talking about this. On the vertical side, you know what we're missing, and let me do that first. On the vertical side, you see we have some decent runs. We've got halfback sweep. You know, we've got short pass plays, halfback slip screen. We've got some options. We've got PA dig, corner cross is a long pass play, short pass wide receiver drag, long pass sluggo, PA drop in with PA pass. You know, so with vertical, you do have. I think the thing where you need some help on is on the running, right? Even though there are a couple of good run plays, I think it's going to be an issue in LVL when you're trying to run the ball. And I think having more run plays could be helpful with halfback base also. And I think the other thing is going to be the you know, getting those good short pass plays also, right? On the short pass play side, you've got halfback slip screen, which is kind of a short pass play. We have wide receiver drag, which is a really good short pass play. Mesh is a decent short pass play. Double hinge is one that can be, you know, it's more of like a 50-50, I think. All curls is a pick waiting to happen. An inside cross is one that is not particularly, you know, a fan of. So I think short passes and runs are what you want to bolster on the vertical side, which again, why leaning towards Peterson for me with that scheme also is not a bad idea. Reid also is potentially interesting because you do have the extra run plays, the up the middle run plays, which could be helpful for vertical also. And then you do pick up an extra small short yardage short pass play, and pick up another couple of sluggo type plays with Seattle. So I think I'm leaning towards Peterson for vertical also as a nice balance for that playbook. Hopefully we get one more OD match before the yeah, there we go. So we'll do this and then we'll call it a day, and then we'll see you guys on Friday with D-Man and have some more fun content then, hopefully. We'll do some more MM20 stuff. We'll do maybe some OD with subs on MM20, and then D-Man's going to be on. We're going to talk about a number of things on Friday. So we'll have that out and put the agenda out for you guys. So let's. I'm going to start off with my PA plays and try to make sure I get my captain bonus here. Again, here we're going to go over the top. Nice lob right there. I'm going to go PA slot option. Try to see if I can put that one over the top also. See those lobs, just nice. They just look nice now. I'm going to reduce blitz. I want to get that pressure off of me. And let's look at halfback gut maybe for this 3-yard challenge. Now here we see the defense is lined up on the left-hand side, so we want to try to take that to the weaker side. And I just about didn't make it where the block fell off. So some PA waggle here. Go sluggo seam. And I'm going to go the sluggo route first, and then I'm going to go to the option route second. Sluggo route should be open. Force inside coverage. Let's go to, oh, didn't mean to do that, sorry. I hit ISO dig. So let's go short, and we'll reset that back for the short pass play. So SE curl in again, really nice. Yeah, I can't do packs today, but I'll try to do that. Maybe see if we can do that on a different setup. So there we see that nice short pass play right there. Excellent inside routes, I think, for that sort of purpose right there. Short yardage, goal line usage. I think that's a pretty potent play from Reid that bolsters any playbook really. Go Fitzgerald, run! All right, and this PA boot, you know, one thing that is interesting about it this year. Watch how quick the quarterback comes out of that almost at a run, and so you want to play with that roll. And look at that. I mean, it's just a gorgeous play. And I don't think we had that much speed coming off of it in MM20. At least I don't recall that much speed coming off of it. Yeah, Reid's going to be good for LVL. But again, I like having options like with Peterson where you get halfback base and be able to have like a levels-wise sell where you have that short pass, those short pass options that are there. You know, so I'm really torn there between which one. But it really does depend on the style of play, right? It depends on how you're going to play the game when you get into MM20 and which playbook you're running off of, right? But certainly he's got two really nice inside run plays that early on, while inside runs are weak, is going to be tough to be able to counter. Oh. Now the defender stayed down on that and didn't come back inside. All right, we'll just let the timer kick out on, well, we can get one more play off. Let's do sluggo seam again.